GMs are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was... He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one. Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. From the 50, it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
61, matchbox lights. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught by Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! On the set. 53, Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield, and he'll be taken down. But not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Broncos.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first. Let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Charlie, 64, weak.
Play action. Now it's locked. Flushed out right. This is the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they will. But he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That one complete to Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14.
6-6. Pull it high.
Darnold from the red zone now. Escaping the pressure right. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they got the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Protein spill.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a... Single score. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. Toward the end zone, but that should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and inches, Darnold. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense. He's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check. Red 80. Slam. Shoot. Red 80. He's checking. Hey, Haywood.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Locked again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Recon, 152 fighters. Hey, Charlie.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And his throw is incomplete.
Back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Locke. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad coming in off the edge. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's good. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
This is his own defense. Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Darnold on target to a new one. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Darnold. This is caught. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Darnold now to knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Block now to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
To throw is Darnold. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's... He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. A great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Locke to throw. That is 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watt going to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
15-1. 15-1. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Into the red zone, it's locked. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jordan Willis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down the line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. 3rd and 2, Lott's going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's crashing. Ready?
They're going with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good. And that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he's at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, it's Bell, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. All day.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win.